After working with over 100 people to break every single addiction they have, I found the one thing that keeps them addicted and keeps them relapsing. And this one thing is creating so much stress that they can't leave the addiction. They have to keep addicted to the addiction they have, and they have to keep relapsing to soothe this stress. Before I explain to you what this one thing is, I need to explain to you why stress is the main thing that is keeping you relapsing in the first place. Because if we remove this one thing, then the stress will disappear and the addiction will be gone. But why is stress itself makes you addicted? I'm going to quickly explain that right now, and then I'm going to reveal to you this one thing that I found that over 100 people that I helped had this one thing. And when we fixed that, breaking their addictions became much easier. And once I reveal to you what this one thing is, I'm going to tell you and explain to you exactly how you can fix it today. So let's get to it. So stress. Why is stress is the main factor behind you having the addictions and behind you keep relapsing? Well, if you think about it, why are you doing the addictions in the first place? Like you have this, your addiction, okay? You have this addiction. Why are you doing it? Because you like it? Because you're addicted to its dopamine? No, you're not. And I'm gonna prove it to you right now. And I want you to like kind of take this as an exercise to do it while I'm explaining why here, okay? So I want you to ask yourself, what are the good emotions that the addiction that you have is bringing to you? I want you to select one addiction, preferably the one that is the most difficult for you to resist its urge. Pick that one and then ask yourself, what are the good emotions that is bringing to you? Does it bring to you escape? Does it bring to you validation? Maybe connection? Maybe relief? Like, what are the good things that it brings to you? And once you, like, I want you to think about these right now, and then I want you to select the one that you're craving the most. Okay? So let's say that you selected this one. Now we understand that you're not addicted to the addiction itself. No substance or activity, like this is very important for you to understand. No substance or activity is addictive by itself. There's a lot of people who are addicted to food, eating food. Food is not addictive, but there's a lot of people who are addicted to it. Why? Not because of the substance or the activity itself, but because of what they are getting from it. So now we understand that the reason you have this addiction or the substance or the activity that you have is because you're craving this good emotion. It can be relief, it can be escape, it can be something else. And now, based on this good emotion, now I want you to think about every single bad emotion that this good emotion is soothing. Like, for example, let's say that you selected escape here, okay? Well, what emotion, what are you escaping from? Well, I'm escaping from starting a new business and it's very stressful, it's very difficult, stressful. Remember at the beginning of the video, I'm still trying to start a new business and it's very stressful. And doing this addiction make me forget about it for a few minutes. Okay, I'm hoping the dots are now connecting for you. So let's down every single bad emotion that this good emotion is soothing. And now ask yourself, what is the one bad emotion that you're feeling most frequently? Now, it doesn't have to be stress. Like, one of them can be stress, but another one can be anxiety. Another one can be boredom and loneliness. These are not bad emotions, okay? When you're lonely, if you one of your answers were lonely, well, when you're lonely and bored, what does your mind start thinking about? What does it start worry about? And when these thoughts come in, you feel anxiety, you feel stress, you feel something else. Over the past few months that I helped over 100 people break their addictions, over 80% of them, they told me that the most frequent bad emotion that they feel is stress. Okay? And that's the reason if you're able to remove this one thing that is bringing you a lot of stress, then there's no need for you to do the addiction anymore. Because the addiction, as we saw right now, you're not addicted to it itself, you're addicted to what it's giving you. But it's not satiating, so you keep getting back to it over and over again. So if you remove the stressor, if you remove the feeling of anxiety, if you remove the feeling of overwhelm maybe, if you remove those, then your mind is not going to crave the good feeling. So why do the addiction? That's how it works. That's the reason you're addicted to anything. So now that you understand that the 80% of the time, 90% of the time, the reason you're doing the addiction is because of stress. It can be stress from present situations, or it can be because of past wound, childhood wound, or trauma. All right, now that we understand this, how can we fix it? And more importantly, what is the one thing that we can do to decrease or eliminate stress? All right. So you remember that there's this one thing. And then we said that there's the stress and there's the addiction. Okay. Now, in order for us to remove the stress, well, we need to find why you're stressed and work our way down there. Now, I can't do that in this video because you're not talking to me, so I can't receive information from you and process that. However, we can, like the one thing that is bringing you a lot of stress, we can decrease the amount of stress that you're getting from this one thing by doing this. Let me repeat that. Let's say that you're trying to start a business, okay? And this idea of starting a business, and you're doing outreach, and you're not booking appointments, and you're starting to worry, you're wasting your 20s, you're not making money, blah, 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 all of that. And this thing in your life is bringing you a lot of stress. Now, if you fix this one thing, this substance or this activity in your life is going to bring you less stress, much less stress. Did you understand that? Okay. What is this one thing? Well, I'm glad you're asking. I'm going to tell you what this is and how to fix it. And please don't click off this video because now you know it, because I wanted to tell you how to improve it. You knowing what this one thing is not going to help you. You have to understand how to fix it, not just knowing what it is. And this one thing is sleep. Don't click on this video yet. Yes, now your curiosity is gone. But let me explain to you how to fix this. And also I want to tell you why this brings you a lot of stress. If you sleep 2 to 3 hours a day, your brain is going to be so emotional, it's going to be so erratic, it's going to be so all over the place, and it's going to bring you a lot of emotions. And a lot of emotions means a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. You won't be able to think rationally, and that's why it's going to increase the amount of stress, and that's why you're going to relapse more. So if we improve your sleep, the amount of stress that you will get from the thing in your life that is bringing you stress in the first place will decrease massively. Now, this will not be enough for you to break your addiction. Fixing sleep is not going to be enough for you to break your addiction. You still have to find the reason why you're stressed in the first place and fix that, okay? So how do you improve your sleep? Well, there's tons of videos on YouTube on how to improve your sleep. The best way that I found, that I helped all of my coaching clients, is the following. First of all, you need to go to bed at the same time. This is very simple. Go to bed at the same time, 11 p.m. Doesn't have to be 11 p.m., it can be 10. And you need to wake up at the same time every single day, 9 a.m. for example. Now there's one thing that is very important. A lot of people, they say that you should only sleep at the same time, but you can wake up whenever your body wants to wake up. And I used to give this advice, but it's a really bad advice. yes, your body in some days needs more hours of sleep than other days. Some days your body needs 7 hours of sleep. Other days your body needs 9 hours of sleep. So the best way that I found to have like an in-between solution is have 10 hours between when you go to sleep and when you wake up. So that the reason having 10 hours is because if your body needs 7 hours of sleep, you will wake up at like 7 a.m. And if your body needs 9 hours of sleep, then you will wake up at 9 a.m. So like you have this margin of safety, okay? I'm sure like 12, 10, 9, yeah, that's correct. So there is 10 hours here. So 9, 10, 11, yeah, 10 hours, yeah. I'm stumbling on my words. So 10 hours between 11 and 9. So this 10 hours is a big margin of safety so that if you need less sleep, then you will wake up before the alarm and you're good to go. If you need more sleep, then worst case scenario, you will wake up at the alarm because you slept like at most 10 hours. Okay? This is the first thing. The second thing is food. You need to make sure to eat at least 3 hours before bed because your body needs to digest the food. And if you eat a lot of food, like 1 hour before you go to bed, you won't be able to sleep. You won't be able to fall asleep, okay? So make sure to eat like a normal amount of food, at least 3 hours before you go to bed. The third one is falling asleep fast. Now, if you follow this protocol for 2 weeks, and if you're ensuring that you're eating a normal amount of food, at least 3 hours before bed, plus coffee, plus you're not drinking coffee after 2 p.m., and you're still struggling to fall asleep quickly, then you need to use magnesium. I started doing that 2 weeks ago, and it changed my life. My routine and habit was perfect. I wasn't eating a lot of food. I wasn't drinking coffee at all. And I still struggled to fall asleep. Like I go to bed I can't fall asleep very quickly. It takes me like 30 to 60 minutes to fall asleep. And then when I started taking magnesium, it's like pills that you swallow once a day. It massively helped me. And I was able to fall asleep within 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Maybe that's a lot yet. Maybe this is still a lot still, but it's a massive improvement. Like I cut that by half or even 2 times. So magnesium is very, very good. There's a lot of more things that goes into sleep, but these are the 20 that brings 80% of the results. If you know like the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, these are the 20% that brings you 80% of the results. So just focus on those, you will be able to improve your sleep. And now that you've improved your sleep, you'll get less stress from this one thing in life that is bringing you a lot of stress, which will allow you to relapse less because you're feeling less stress. So you're not craving that good emotion that you selected in the first place a lot. So if you're not craving this good emotion a lot, then no need for that relapse. That's how we fix it from the root cause. If you want one-on-one coaching with me to fix and break every single addiction and bad habit that you have, then check the link in the description. I would love to help you. Thank you so much.